Why Earth sucks compared to the planet Hestia.
Our hottest update for starbirds is
Whatever, it's like a
Earth
3 second ad.
seems like a paradise for life, but it's actually kind of mid. Big parts of it are covered by hostile deserts of ice, fire, rock, or darkness. Could there be a planet that's not just more suitable for life, but ideal?
I mean, objectively, yeah, but it's like, is this a? I'm really curious to see. Is this a theoretical planet or is this a planet we've discovered?
Perfect for the emergence of life, filled with not just biomass, but also biodiversity, that Earth is a barren desert compared to them.
I used to watch the channel a lot. I I love the art style, yeah. Bro, I haven't seen a lot of videos from this channel in a while since like the video about weed, but this one looked interesting to me.
As we've begun to look deep into our galaxy, we've found a new and weird type of planet. Super-Earths, planets larger than Earth
Are you ready to die? Okay, that's loud as fuck.
that have the potential to not only host life, but to be super habitable. Let's take all the science on exoplanets we have and imagine a perfect world. Hestia, after the Greek goddess of the comfy home.
Okay, so yes, this is a hypothetical video. I'm still interested to see what it's about though. Like perfect planet sounds interesting.
The best possible planet for life in the universe. First of all, we want a perfect star. The perfect star
Michael
for the
Jackson.
perfect world. The perfect world needs a
I mean,
perfect
to
star.
be fair, in a perfect world, Michael Jackson would still be here, so I mean, I'm not wrong.
But that may not be a yellow dwarf like our sun, because they die in under 10 billion years and keep getting hotter as they age. 70% of the window for life on Earth has already passed. Earth has a mere couple of billion years left before the sun ends it all. 70% of stars are red dwarfs. Pretty small and alive for trillions of years, basically forever. Since they're not that bright and hot, their habitable zones where water can be liquid are pretty close to them, which makes it very likely that their planets are tidally locked, one hemisphere a hot desert and the other an icy hell. Also, young red dwarfs tend to vomit deadly radiation that sterilizes their planets or boils their oceans away. The perfect stars for life might be orange dwarfs. In the Goldilocks zone between red and yellow dwarfs, their energy output is very stable, radiation tends to be less aggressive, and most importantly, they live up to 70 billion years, giving life plenty of time to emerge, evolve, and thrive. So here's our perfect
The
star.
fuck is this? No, what animal is this? A bat? Bird? What the fuck is this supposed to be?
An orange dwarf, born 3 billion years ago in a calm galactic neighborhood. For the next
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy.
tens of billions of years, it will be super stable. Among dead rock planets and massive gas giants, one planet is our super habitable super-Earth, Hestia, where life can thrive like nowhere else in the universe. The perfect planet, a super habitable
They
world.
got it like a fucking postcard
Hestia's
for
radius is 1.3 times Earth's, so it has 70% more surface area, a lot more space for life. With almost twice Earth's mass and 20% more surface gravity, walking on it you'd feel 20% heavier. Unfortunately, it's a
I
hot,
mean, most of y'all niggas feel 20% heavier than the average human anyway, bro. Like, realistically, y'all will have no trouble on this planet.
dead desert. Like Mars and Venus today, it's still missing two things. Firstly, a magnetic field that protects Hestia from solar storms and the cosmic radiation that sterilize its surface and blow its atmosphere away like poor Mars. So, deep inside, Hestia gets a massive metallic core spinning in a liquid mantle that creates a magnetic field of exactly the right strength for super strong protection. And Hestia needs plate tectonics to mix its surface around. Venus turned into a 470-degree hell because without tectonic plates breaking and mixing, the tension and heat below its surface unloads in apocalyptic volcanic eruptions. Continental plates moving into the depths also remove CO2 from the surface, which is great because excess CO2 makes the atmosphere heat up too much. And they bring up a vital mix of water, minerals, and elements that life can feast on. We also have something for you to feast on.
Okay, watch your damn
Our
ad.
latest video game. We've been working
Bro, this shit. No, I'm not actually. Hold on. It's got a little timer, bro. Long ass ad. Damn. Okay, there you go.
and bus cycles.
This earbud specifically went dead. It sounds cool, but at the same time, I'm trying to watch the video. It's called Space Birds, I'm pretty sure. I'll go back at I'll go back at the end, or you can go check the video out yourself.
And evolutionary pressure, so we tilt its axis slightly and give it 36-hour days, and 4 small moons that hang like pearls in the night sky.
Bro, there's some Star Wars shit. Why do we need 4 moons? What is the point of the 4 moons? Like, we need multiple Neil Armstrongs in this bit? Like, what is the point of the 4 moons, though?
Moons are crucial because with the right resonance, they create stability,
Yeah, but why not like 5 moons? They look cool, type shit.
avoiding overly punishing disruptions. The perfect land, wet, isolated, warm. Earth has one huge downside. Most of its land is bound in large continents, whose central areas are very far away from water, creating deserts with scarce resources and hostile environments. So for Hestia, we maximize coastlines and avoid megacontinents. We'll give it many fragmented continental plates, creating a geology that's ideal for producing long island arcs. Hestia
Yeah, but low-key, we need too many boats and shit, though. Like, low-key, it'd be more of a boat-based economy. Like,
is now an archipelago world, with a few dozen continents and millions of islands of all sizes and shapes. All of its land has access to water, salt or fresh, without a single desert, creating the maximum land surface area for life. Hestia's biomass on land is also supercharged because we'll make it 5 degrees Celsius warmer than Earth. This doesn't sound like much, but as we know, Earth has plenty of spaces that are uncomfortably cold for much of the year, while tropical rainforests have ideal conditions for life. On Earth, they hold more biomass than any other land ecosystem.
So what I'm hearing is the perfect world is just mega Florida. Tight shit.
And Hestia is nothing but tropical forests and ice-free polar regions. Hestia's islands have hundreds of thousands of unique habitats, with hundreds of thousands of little private niches to fill, each home to unique creatures that are ultra-specialized for it. All possible variations on a theme manifest in different...
Why are there like bugs and shit? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is... No. What the fuck is this, bro? What is this? What is this right here? Why
species, one stranger than the next.
Low-key, somebody could probably make this shit in like modded No Man's Sky.
On Earth, tropical forests like the ones in these islands house 50% of all species on just 10% of its land. The isolated tropical island...
Yeah, you from Island 31940, fuck you, bro. Why'd you say it like they in the games and shit? Oh, you from that neighborhood, bro? Like, bro, I assume the islands would be big as fuck. Like, I assume it'd all just be like mega Philippines, rather, where it's all just like a chain of islands, but across the entire planet.
Have given nature thousands of attempts at building funny tree-type things that densely cover Hestia. On Earth, plants are green to best catch energy from the sun.
There wouldn't be like different races like that, no? Because like if the entire planet's like spinning around and like everywhere's the same climate, there wouldn't be like different races. Everybody would be like a certain shade of like islander brown.
But with Hestia's orange dwarf, they take on darker shades to hoard the fainter light. We could spend hours diving into cacti forest islands where slow-moving hunter plants shoot poison needles at screeching feathered lemurs, or the fungi forests of the high plateaus dominated by armored...
How is this the perfect planet for life, bro? This sounds awful.
...centipede lizards. But we should move on to another ecosystem that
most people would be darker skinned, but there would still be light-skinned people towards the pole. That's true.
Earth can only dream of: the sky. The best possible sky. Another world to inhabit. Hestia's large mass holds gases much firmer than Earth, so its atmosphere is much thicker, with just...
If there's another feature, it will be taken racistly. Also, damn, what the fuck, bro, bright ass. Yeah, whatever. If there is another feature, bro, if everybody like in a fucking 1,000 years is homogenized into like one skin tone, people will start being racist over like hair and eye color. Like, that's just how it's gonna be.
under 1.5 times the pressure,
Very
but
simple.
much richer in oxygen and CO2. This could be catastrophic for life because high levels of oxygen make wildfires more likely and more devastating. But since Hestia is so warm and humid, evaporation produces so much rain that wildfires never get powerful enough to wipe out ecosystems. The upsides are clearly worth it. On Earth, the size of animals that breathe by diffusion is limited, which might be a good thing for us.
Yeah. There were. Did you know oxygen is technically a drug? I mean, yes, because it's just a chemical. Like, it's just everything. We are all drugs. We're all made of drug because we're all made of chemicals that react with each other in correct ways. Oxygen. Wait, do people get high off oxygen? Medical grade oxygen, which is around 9% here. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay.
But on Hestia, all kinds of weird creatures can grow huge, like the four-legged insect megaphants, dominating the largest continent. All that oxygen also lets animals have a faster metabolism and sustain higher activity levels. Predators hunt more explosively, prey flees more dynamically, especially in a completely new dimension conquered by life. Up. In Earth's thin atmosphere, flight
Oh yeah,
costs
there's gonna be more fucking birds and shit because there's gonna be more birds and shit because like there's more oxygen, meaning things can fly higher. Low key, get that fucking mega like stingray thing that flies in Satisfactory. Like, can we get that, bro? I want to like where you can like ride on its back and shit. Like, can we do that?
a lot of energy, but in Hestia's super dense air, it's super cheap. Despite the higher surface gravity, animals need much smaller wings and less energy to stay afloat. Over
This
billions
just
of
sounds like How to Train Your Dragon World. I mean, this just sounds like a lot. This is a lot of different like sci-fi worlds. Like the sci-fi that gets into space travel that like there's not a ton of really popular examples, but like when sci-fi changes the way certain planets work with like the air density and shit, it's always kind of cool to see. Like a lot of fantasy worlds, like behind the scenes in their lore, have denser air because of all the crazy creatures and shit.
years, thousands of branches of Hestia's evolutionary tree have discovered flight, and the skies are full of flying animals of all sizes. Like this sky whale shooting through the clouds, swallowing millions
What the fuck is that, bro? Motherfucker, you just flying your plane directly into a sky whale mouth? Who decided we needed sky whales? Who came up with this?
of tiny bird-like critters. Enormous as they are, they never touch the ground except
You were fuck you, bro. Bro, these shits look like though. Like, hold up. Yeah, this shit. Like these. That's what them shits look like to me.
to lay eggs, and when they die. The thick atmosphere also does another
Bro, your village crushed by a sky whale because that shit just couldn't like exist for enough time to land in the ocean.
thing really well, transfer sound. Hestia is not a quiet place. Anywhere you are, animals are communicating, warning each other, or screaming for mates.
Yo, if you had a denser environment, cause like space you can't hear shit, cause like there's no air to like carry the sound waves and shit. If you artificially created a denser, like a room with packed with denser air, would it literally just be louder? Like, is that how you make the loudest room? Just pack it with fucking like more air to carry vibrations?
This created super weird adaptations, like hunters not trying to sneak up, but masking their direction of attack with disturbing and distracting noises. But we haven't even talked about the largest ecosystem. The best possible oceans, as many edges as possible. Earth's oceans make up most of its surface and are on average 3,700 meters deep, but sunlight can only reach 200 meters deep. This sunlight zone is the only place plankton, the basis for the food web, can turn sunlight into sugar.
Not the
So
SpongeBob
it's
character.
where 90% of marine species live. 95% of the sea is in permanent darkness, much of it an abyssal desert. So we don't want Hestia to have as much water as Earth. We do want to cover most of its surface, but it should be shallow. Almost all of its oceans should be continental shelves 1 to 200 meters deep. Virtually all of the ocean and its floor is a sunlight zone. There are downsides to shallow oceans, of course. They heat and cool faster, which creates stronger seasons and more storms. But again,
Bro, you pull out, cause like there's so much water or like interconnected islands that you need boats and shit. Bro, you pull out with your fucking boat, the ocean starts fucking boiling.
disruptions drive life to specialize and make it more diverse. Hestia's oceans house
After a certain point, like we recreate global warming on this planet. Like parts of the oceans are literally just steaming.
breathtakingly vast ecosystems. Corals form living megacities stretching over thousands of kilometers, home to trillions of animals competing for real estate and forming complex relationships. Pseudo-crabs and fish lizards, and whatever this thing is supposed to be. Bordering the megacities are kelp and algae colonies filled with life like tropical rainforests. But there's another biodiversity supercharger, coastlines, where land and sea ecosystems meet. Nutrients mix, birds eat fish, and crocodiles hunt gorillas. Even if they occupy only
Fucking Wilhelm scream.
7% of the total marine area, they're home to more than half of marine life. Hestia's coastlines are 45 times longer than Earth's, creating niches for dozens of millions of species. A pretty mid-planet like Earth hosts some 9 million complex species. Hestia, with its huge surface area, super habitable conditions, and sheer endless ecosystems, could hold hundreds of millions. What about intelligent life? Well, our perfect planet has so many ecosystems and opportunities that it would probably develop sooner or later. Maybe
Like, fuck this shit, bro. Somebody boots up a fucking game of Plague Inc. on this world. Just everything's dead.
even multiple times at once. Imagine a planet where different alien civilizations exist in parallel, each with their own empires of stone and wood, maybe metal and silicon. How different would their perspective on living things and the nature of life be? Would they try to eradicate each other? Respect nature more or less? On a planet where any wound you cut would be filled up in no time? What would they think of our desert planet with winters and ice, with a few specks of green? Would they look at space and say, no thank you to planets that are so obviously inferior? We don't know if a planet like Hestia exists, but it actually could.
I mean, technically, somewhere in some universe it does, right?
Maybe among the quadrillions of planets in the universe, somewhere around a small and super stable orange dwarf, there's a place that's home to more life today than Earth has hosted in its entire history. Here at Kurzgesagt, we know a thing or
What is this ad, bro?
two about helping people learn. For instance,
Oh, is this just a fucking brilliant ad, bro? Yeah, called it immediately. Just like he's sick with it. Okay, that's the last video. Yeah, it's called Starbirds. Interesting fucking video. I think that Loki I prefer. I think Loki I prefer Earth though. Literally, yeah. Oh, hit my fucking mic. The game's called Starbirds. You can get on Steam. You can get on Steam. What the fuck? Hold on. This game look cool.
an abundance of and just
Yo,
like
hearing this guy voice outside of any of his videos is kind of crazy. Starbirds is it's a factory game. Oh, it's out. I can play it. Okay, I might get it at some point though. Yeah, low-key voice actor. Bro, you know who else is a really good ass YouTube voice actor?
Contact them if Jamie showed up at his house,
The
and that they may
fucking
be able to
EWU body cam fucking voice actor is crazy. There's just somebody walking around with this motherfucker voice. Like this is a real person. It's not AI. Hold on. What? What? This is what is bro's Instagram? Bro, hold on. Hold on. What, what is this Instagram? What is he doing on Instagram, bro? Yeah, bro. He might be, just a little bit. Oh, apparently. Oh, he's in Genshin Impact. Oh, that makes sense then. Okay. Either way, though, that was a fun video.